the Disability Pride NYC. Yay! Yay! We have such an amazing event planned for today and such amazing speakers. I'm honored to introduce one of our first guests here in New York, Miss Wheelchair America 2024, Miss Chandra Smith. Hey. Hi, everybody. Chandra has come in and graced us with her presence from Maryland, and we are waiting on Julie, Miss Wheelchair, New Jersey. Chandra, would you like to tell us a little bit about your platform for 2024 and some of the things you've been working on?
Okay, sure. So just hold it like this over here. All right. If I can hold it. Oh, hey, girl. Go ahead. Hi. So again, Chandra Smith, Miss Wheelchair America 2024. So I currently serve as an IT engineer for the federal government. I'm in the Defense Intelligence Agency, and I work as a 508 compliance officer. So all those fancy words just mean that I make sure websites, applications, electronic communication is accessible to individuals with disabilities. So individuals that are using assistive technology and so forth. So I make sure that the digital world is accessible to everyone. And I envision a future where everything is accessible, including the digital world. So I work a lot to work with universal design, and that is just making sure that everything is accessible, whether it's physical or virtual. So I do a lot of things with policies as well. I do a lot of education and outreach when it comes to digital accessibility. So that's pretty much what I do. So I work on designing for the few to benefit the many. And if you guys are familiar with curb cuts, so curb cuts don't just benefit individuals who use wheelchairs for mobility. It also benefits everyone. So, for example, people that are using strollers, grocery carts, and so forth. So, I just make sure that the world is accessible to everyone. So, thank you so much for the opportunity and inviting me, Miss Wheelchair in New York. I'm here with all her friends. I love it. So, I'm going to pass the mic to my sister, Julie, Miss Wheelchair, New Jersey.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you? My name is Julie, and I am representing the state of New Jersey as Miss Buchard, New Jersey 2023. This is really exciting for me. This is actually my first Disability Pride Parade, and I'm very excited to be invited by Miss New York, Kalia. My platform that I ran on was just making wheelchair accessible housing more accessible and just more availability for everyone who's using wheelchairs, because of my own struggles trying to get a wheelchair accessible apartment, just to figure out how we can cut the waiting list and all the requirements needed for to get a wheelchair accessible apartment. I'm very excited to take part in this parade, and thank you again to Miss New York for inviting me.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, Councilmember Lee will be next. Thank you. Welcome to New York. New York, it's so nice you say it twice. We're going to go over to Councilwoman Lee. Would you please come to the Zoom? And everybody, we are so happy. Miss New Jersey. Yes. So everybody on Zoom, we have New York, New Jersey, and Maryland. Woo! But we're not going to do anything terrible. Councilwoman Lee is right on my right. Councilwoman, what makes it so important for you to be here today?
It's extremely important to show support. We have over 1 million New Yorkers that have disabilities here in our city. And as chair of the Mental Health Disabilities and Addictions Committee, I'm very committed to making sure that the issues in the disabilities community is highlighted and part of our daily conversations. One of the things we were talking about the other day in a community meeting is the fact that the subway accessibility plan is not going to be completed until 2050, which is way too long. And we need to make sure that we're putting more resources. I know that Commissioner Curry at the city had the smallest budget. So when I came into the council, it was about $800,000 for her budget to serve an entire city of people in the community. And so I'm happy to report it got slightly bumped to over 2 million, but still we need to keep pushing that budget up because there's so many needs in the community that we need to address. And I have been so thankful that this disabilities community, especially with Miss New York, with Miss Wheelchair New York here, has been taking the time to really be gracious and to educate myself and others, because I am the first one to know to say that there's a lot I need to learn. And so I'm very thankful for partners like all of you who are able to guide and teach us on what the issues are, what the needs are, especially because there are so many different types of disabilities that we need to educate ourselves on. And how do we address all of that in this big city that we're in with limited resources? So that's
right.
something we need to figure out, but we need to put that more at the forefront of the conversation. So I feel like I've spoken too long,
No, never.
but I'm very proud and happy to be here today. So thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Lee. Thank you so much. Yay. No, don't worry. Everybody, Councilwoman Lee is really a champion for us. We are so lucky for her to be a part of this community. And in case you didn't know, my platform was mental health awareness, visibility, and empowerment. So this is what it all looks like put together. How are we going to next? Hi. Come on here, Ed. We're waiting for you. Grace us with your presence on Zoom.
How does this work?
You just look at yourself here. There you go. Hi.
Is this?
That's on.
I'm Edward M. Yud, Chair of CWA Local 1180's Committee on People with Disabilities. My union represents administrative workers for the city of New York and workers in the private sector. Recently, my union won a discrimination complaint where women workers were paid much less than their male counterparts in the public sector. My union has 90% of its members are women and 90% of its members are people of color. Just like we oppose discrimination against workers who are women and people of color, we oppose discrimination, particularly in employment, against people with disabilities. October has been National Disability Employment Awareness Month in the United States under its current name since 1988 and under a previously acceptable name since 1945. Nearly 200 years ago, an uncompensated child worker was injured on the job, becoming disabled for life with a disability of narcolepsy, which affects one's sleeping. When she saw her boss, then called an overseer about to throw a heavy weight at a coworker, she stepped between the enslaved person and the overseer and was struck in the head with a weight. Her name was Harriet Tubman. I am happy to say that it has been announced that this disabled worker and freedom fighter has been scheduled to finally knock racist Andrew Jackson off the $20 bill. Thank you very much, and welcome back to the Disability Pride Parade.
Ed,
Thank you, Ed.
would you please introduce then Chaplain Lawrence and to one of our grand marshals?
Okay.
Or Kalia, would you introduce?
Sure, it's fine. Hi, everybody. We're gonna go over to one of our grand marshals, Chaplain Lawrence. He's getting his head polished. What a great moment for him. Chaplain Lawrence here. Chaplain Lawrence? Hi, can you say hi to everybody on Zoom?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Everybody, this is Chaplain Lawrence, one of our grand marshals. Would you like to say something to the public?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity to be here as one of the grand marshal. This community is very important to me. Having a child that was autistic, I was advocating for him. Being a vet, a disabled vet, sometimes we are forgotten about, but I stand out here today for all of those, and I will continue being a voice from this community. It's just an honor to be here. This work happens 24/7, 7 days a week, all year long. being a grand marshal is such an honor, but I do this for you guys. So I'm out here representing you guys today. I'm happy to be here. I look forward to continue being part of this community, and I see you at the finish line. God bless. Thank you.
And I get a selfie in with Chaplain. He's one of my heroes. Really. Thank you so much, Chaplain.
Thank you.
Okay, and now, if we could have, Cheryl, could you step over, please? And, Mike.
Hi,
could I
Cheryl.
trouble you? There's another Grand Marshal stash
Yes.
in the bag.
Oh, there is?
And, yeah, if I could trouble you to crown Cheryl with a Grand Marshal's. That's her Grand Marshal sash. Yes. Thank you. Cheryl, can you introduce yourself to Zoom?
Yes, hi, I'm Cheryl McCollins. Hello, I'm Cheryl McCollins. Hello, I'm Cheryl McCollins, the mother of Andre McCollins.
So you can just tell us who you are. Tell us who Andre is.
Andre was a survivor at the Judge Rottenberg Center.
He's a Grand Marshal. A little bit louder. Sorry. Just tell us. Thank you. Just tell us about Andre. Can we hold your phone?
Andre is a survivor of the Judge Rottenberg Center. There are bills that were in place that have fallen on deaf ears. There's a bill, H-180 in Massachusetts, that I hope everyone supports. A lot of these bills are falling on deaf ears. We have a war right here on our disabled students being tortured with electric shock. In the JRC, the Judge Rottenberg Center, has infiltrated our Board of Education system, our jury system, with their inhumane, criminally insane, savage practices. We've asked for help from Mayor Adams and Governor Hochul. It's fallen on deaf ears. She's in the Middle East fighting the war there, but she won't fight the war here. So we ask the people to come out and support us too. The movement for disabilities, us too. Don't forget about us. People with disabilities are treated so poorly here. We get the bare minimum when we're supposed to get the maximum and the best. No one dialed up and said they wanted to become disabled. So please come support us and know that any one of us can become disabled. Does it take a big politician to become disabled to see what we go through in our everyday life? Thank you, and God bless you.
Cheryl, if I could trouble you to tell us, what can people do to support the bill? What would you like them to do? And just a little bit more into my.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Go to schools. When you see people with disabilities, inform them about the Judge Rottenberg Center. Inform them. This place is also known as Willowbrook, the School of Shots. When you enter into the program, all you're going to get is food deprivation, isolation, and electric shock. $300,000 per student per year is what they get from our taxpayers' dollars. We should be outraged. This is our money. Bring the money home, bring the students home. I'll be speaking with Eddie in regards to a protest because the Board of Education needs to listen, hear, and bring our students home. That's the goal, to bring our students back to New York State. We can teach them. We don't have to hurt them. And we can keep our money here. And we can also pay parents. Do you know it takes $300,000 to take a student from kindergarten to the 12th grade? But they get it every year, $300,000 per student. And with the testimonies, the videotape, nothing good comes out of this place. It's all about American greed. And it's so sad. Thank you.
Cheryl, I'd like to introduce you to Mike Ladon,
who is the founder of the
Nice to meet
Disability
you.
Pride Parade.
Thank
He
you.
founded the parade not only because of pride, but advocacy for his own daughter. And he has your Grand Marshal sash.
Yeah,
If he could.
I can
put-
figure this
Oh.
out.
Are we back? Yes? Okay.
Well, okay, sorry, I don't know how much of that you all got, but pick up where I left off. This is my daughter, Mary Patterson Ladon. Elizabeth, right here. There you go. That's her. And I just wanted to get her. So she's the Grand Marshal, and she's the reason that I did what I did. And that's actually her that was the nucleus of all of this thought. And the main thing about this parade is that we are trying to get rid of the pity and the negatives and having disability seen in only negative light all the time. We're saying, this is it, we're here and we're loud and we're proud. And so it's Disability Pride Parade in New York City. And it's always a big day. I hope as it grows, more people will come and check this out because it's a very special occasion. But basically it's here to raise awareness, increase visibility, and promote inclusion and have fun. So thank you, Elizabeth, again. I don't know if you heard everything I said, but she is the new president. She took my place of Disability Pride NYC, and this was not easy to do. This is our beginner after the pandemic parade, and it's just going to grow from here. It's almost like going back to square one and starting again. But we did start in 2015, and it's going on. That's all that's important. So, yay, Elizabeth. This is my family, Margaret, Mary, and me.
Love it. And if you would, President, always President, Mike, if you please hand the mic over to Assembly Member Joanne Simons.
Joanne Simons?
Hi, how are you?
Joining us.
Okay, so there we go. So it's great to be here. This looks like a really wonderful Disability Pride Parade. The weather's beautiful. Everybody needs to come out and march. We're here at Madison Square Park. And did I say I was Assembly Member Joanne Simon? And I'm really excited and honored to be here today in March for Disability Pride. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan, letting us know what we're not like ashamed of who we are. We're proud we're disabled, and I'm proud I'm alive.
Great. Love
Did you hear that message? That's the message. Thank you.
I was
Joanne, so
reported
much.
dead 3 times, but I.
And Kajari, with you? Please join us and take the microphones. Thank you so much. So just speaking here, if you hold this up like this, upside down like this, and
Yeah.
that should work out great.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful day here in New York City, and we're here for Disability Pride. My name is Kajari Shri. I'm the Deputy Commissioner for Community Relations Bureau at the New York City Commission on Human Rights. And I'm here with a message that in New York City, no matter who we are, what our protected identities are, we are all protected under the city human rights law. And we want people to know those rights and those protections. So anything, if anyone here has been feel that they've been discriminated in housing, employment, public places, please reach out to our agency 212-416-0197 and at nyc.gov/human rights. Thank you and have a lovely day.
Kajari, could you share a little bit more about some of the types of calls that you get?
Sure,
Thank you.
absolutely. So often we get calls from people who may need, like, let's say, a grab bar in their apartment, or that they need there are steps in front of their building, and they have a walker or a wheelchair and would like their landlord to see if they can install a ramp, right? Like, so those are the calls, some examples of calls we get. And our team, which is called our Project Equal Access team and has been there for like decades, go and take into account, like, do the measurements, negotiate with the landlord, and to ensure, like, end of the day, it is important that we ensure accessibility. And if for any reason in this pre-complaint space, if that does not happen, then sometimes these cases go into litigation. But again, like, there are way more cases are resolved through pre-complaint intervention. So if you need any accessibility, like whether in housing, in employment, or in public places, please reach out to us.
Thank you so much, Kajari.
Okay. Anything else you want? Anything? Or all right, we're gonna go line up.
Okay, so now we're up to parade lineup. So Matthew, here is board member Matthew Eastep, and we're heading over to parade lineup. We're live. I'm not so proficient at this live stream stuff.
Who's making speeches?
We're basically done unless the mayor.
Nobody, no speeches. Guys.
Hello. It's awesome, awesome. I get a picture of you. Beautiful.
Are you Elizabeth?
I am.
So remember I said in the email, and I don't want to be like bashed or anything. I prefer to be at the front rather than the back.
Okay, and you are.
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you for this. This is our parade.
You know, the control, it looks like fine. I don't know what it is.
Okay, looking. On live.
Yes, hang on. Let me
Okay.
just take off this.
This is the microphone. It's my phone upside down. And we have accessibility accommodations. Oh my gosh, if that's not best.
Oh, we got to keep moving. We talk and move. Sorry, I don't want to get in trouble with the march organizers. Okay.
There we go.
Honored to be out. Oh, yeah, honored to be out here with what a beautiful set of groups from across the disability justice and accessibility communities, and great to, I'm just learning about CCSD. Great to meet some of these CUNY students fighting for accessibility across CUNY campuses. I'm here with Nick Astor, the first ever liaison for people with disabilities in the controller's office, who's building out a big program to try to make sure all our government institutions, from CUNY to our Department of Transportation to our Parks Department and every other one, steps up for disability justice.
Our city is in great hands because these students are awesome. I am the hugest fan of CUNY students, and CCSD is the best of the best. So, controller, you sure know how to find them within the whole parade. And I'm looking forward to you all doing great things together. And thank you for all the great work you've been doing on behalf of our community.
Thanks for your support of them. All right. Who wins? Right. Meet in March with you guys. Thank you. What campus is he at?
I'm at Lehman.
I work at the.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Well, thank you all. Really, it's you're right that like it's what's most inspiring about the city. So.
And excuse me, I understand you're the controller's liaison. Would you like to say a few words?
Sure. We're happy to be here. We're happy that we're able to, represent the comptroller's office, but also, stress the importance of, government being in these conversations and making sure that we're advocating for people, in the CUNY system and just in general in transportation and housing, all across all of our city issues, all impacted by disability. And I'm happy to, do that for the comptroller's office and of course do that for the people of New York.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a city council.
Okay. So,
City council.
yeah. Linda Lee? Yeah, I think we got her. Hello. This is our upside down microphone.
We have to sign.
Okay, and welcome to the parade. Okay, has anyone else?
Or.
Yes, they.
Oh, okay.
spoken a little bit.
Okay.
Speak.
Just talking to this. Hi, I'm Assemblymember Rebecca Seawright, Chair of the People with Disabilities Committee, out today for this great rally in March and here to support all people with disabilities and invite everyone to the state capitol in Albany as we gear up for legislative session. And I'm happy to see my colleague Joan Sim, who's a champion in this field. So thank you all and have a wonderful, wonderful March.
Thank you. And would you please join me up at the front? Thank you very much.
Controller?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much.